Hello students, myself Shilpa Sharma. I am from EC department and in the series of switching theory and logic design, today we will discuss about encoder, decoder, multiplexer and demultiplexers. So first we need to know what are decoders. The decoder is called N to M line decoder where M is less than equals to 2 raised to power n. It is also used in conjunction with other codes converter like BCD to 7 segment decoder or 3 to 8 line decoder. In 3 to 8 line decoder, for each possible input combination there are 7 outputs that are equals to 0 and only 1 that is equals to 1. This is what? A decoder. So decoder is what? It used to decode any kind of data. So it is used to decrypt, decode. So basically it will be having less number of lines and more number of output lines. It will be having less number of input lines and more number of output lines. This is what? A decoder. See? If you wanted to see a implementation, check. For 3 inputs, there are 8 output lines. So for 3 inputs, total how many combinations are there? There will be total 8 combinations, means from 000 to 111. So accordingly, at a time only single output will be high and rest of the outputs will be equals to 0. So you can see that for 000 only single 1 is there for D0 and for the remaining rest of the things it is 0. Now for D0 what will be your Boolean expression? X bar, Y bar, Z. Accordingly for D1 it will be X bar, Y bar, Z. Similarly for D7 will be high at a moment. For this input function will be X, Y and Z. So now see, total 8 AND gates are used here. At a moment single AND gate will give output equals to high. So this is what? A truth table and implementation of a decoder. Now what if we incorporate or enable input into a decoder? Then apart from A and B, another input enable will also be there. Some decoders are constructed with NAND gate. So it has become economical to generate the decoder minterms in their complemented form. So as you can see in the truth table, only one output can be equals to 0 at any given time and all other outputs are equals to 1. In that case, enable input needs to be added. See here, for NAND gates D0, D1, D2, D3, here we are doing opposite function of the previous one. So we require an enable signal which will take care of all the conditions. Then demultiplexer. What are demultiplexer? A decoder with an enable input is referred to as decoder or demultiplexer. Means from a decoder we can prepare a demultiplexer also. You can check it from the truth table. It is same with decoder. See, if we give enable input, with the help of enable input only we can prepare a demultiplexer from decoder. So enable will work as an input line which is actually a selection line and AB will work as a selection line here which were input lines in the decoder, and accordingly for 2 inputs total 4 outputs will be generated, D0, D1, D2 and D3. Now if we wanted to make a 3 into 8 decoder with enable inputs 3, then from 3 into 8 decoder 4 into 16 decoder can be prepared. For this, we need to connect two 3x8 decoder in cascade. Here the inputs for both the X lines, Y lines and Z lines for both the decoders has to be tied up, and another line, which is selection line, will work as the fourth input, in which we can connect a NOT gate to complement. Means at a time only single 3x8 decoder will work, either upper one or the lower one. So like this we can choose the decoder number 1 or decoder number 2. This is what? This is the implementation of 4x16 decoder using two 3x8 decoder. Now if we wanted to implement a full adder using a decoder, this is very important question, many a times it comes in the exams also. So it's very easy. You just need to understand what are the outputs that are generating in the full adder. You know how to prepare a truth table for sum and carry for a full adder. Let's suppose I am taking a truth table of A, B and C, and accordingly sum and carry are generated. So after adding, we will mark 0 or 1 in the column of sum and carry. Wherever a 1 is marked, accordingly you can write a minterm for that mark. So sum, depending on A, B, C, or here I have taken X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 4 and 7 minterms were high for sum, and 3, 4, 6, 7 minterms were high for carry. So we don't need to make a K-map, we just need to take care that two OR gates to be used. One is to add all the lines, high lines for sum, and another to connect all the high lines for carry. So here you can check many a time many lines are not connected to the OR gates. So leave them as it is. This is the way we can implement a full adder using 3x8 decoder. Why we are using 3x8 decoder? Because for full adder 3 input lines are there, A, B and C in. So 3 inputs are required to make 8. Using decoder we require 3 into something decoder. So it is 3x8 decoder actually. Now let's talk about encoders. What are encoders? These are just opposite or inverse operation of decoder. We can derive the Boolean function by a table. Here you can see at a time only one input will be high, and accordingly output will be generated. For D0 output is 0, 0, 0. For D1 output is 0, 0, 1 and so on. So if you wanted to derive a Boolean function from the table, just like for Z, I have done here. Total 4 minterms are high. These are for D1, D3, D5 and D7. That's why I have written Z equals D1, D3 plus D5, D7. Accordingly for Y we can write, and X we can. For X another 4 terms and for Y another 4 terms are there. So this is the way we can write the Boolean function from the table. Now if you wanted to implement a priority encoder, what is priority encoder? First we need to understand what is priority encoder. If two inputs are active simultaneously, which one to give the priority? The output produces an undefined combinations. So we can establish an input priority to ensure that only one input is encoded. Another ambiguity in the octal to binary encoder is that an output with all zeros is generated when all the inputs are 0. So the output is same as when D0 is equals to 1. This is also ambiguity. So we need to give the priority, which one is correct, which one is not. So the discrepancy in first term and second term can resolve a force-rate condition by providing one more output to indicate that at least one input is equals to 1. So, for V equals 0, no valid inputs, and for V equals 1, valid inputs are generated. So, X, that means don't cares in output column represent don't care condition, and X in input column are useful for representing a truth table in condensed form. That means for all the values means 0 or 1, condition will be same. So, instead of listing all 16 midterms of 4 variables, we can write cross or X. This is what we can do priority encoder. So, in 4-bit priority encoder, we need to make a K-map. What we will do in the K-map? We will make the K-map for X, Y and V outputs. For X, total 2 entries are there. For Y, total these much. You can see, you can check from the K-map. You can prepare also. So, accordingly, a circuit diagram is made X, Y and V. This is what? A 4-bit priority encoder. So, this was all about encoder, decoder and the multiplexer. Now, let's take a look on multiplexer. What are multiplexer? Multiplexer are something which are having selection line and number of inputs. Means for many number of inputs, it will generate a single output. This is what the work of multiplexer. So, if S equals 0, the output will be first selection line. If S equals 1, the output will be another selection. So, if we wanted to write a truth table, we will see that for output, the dependency upon the selection line. Whatever the selection line select, the output will be same. Now, you can check from this circuit diagram. Here in the logic diagram, you will see the 2 lines are here I0, I1, and depending upon the number of selection lines, if selection line is 1, then I1 will be selected, and if selection line is 0, then I0 will be selected. So, this is what the work of a multiplexer or mux. See, it is the block diagram or symbolic diagram of a multiplexer. This is through which we represent the mux. If you wanted to make a 4 into 1 line multiplexer, then we need to give 4 inputs I0, I1, I2 and I3, and for 4 inputs 2 selection lines need to be required. Accordingly, for S0 equals to S1 equals 0, I0 line will be selected. For 1, 1, if both values are 1, 1, then I3 line will be selected and move. This is what the work of a selection line. So, selection lines is very much required thing for a multiplexer. If you wanted to prepare a quadruple 2 into 1 line multiplexer, then what we need to do? These multiplexer can be combined with common selection line inputs, just like we have done in 4 into 16 line decoder. We have prepared a 4 into 16 line decoder with 2 3 into 8 line decoder. Here, similar way, we will use common the selection line, and these selection line will be used to enable the upper portion or lower side of the multiplexer. Now, Boolean function implementation is a more efficient method for implementing this of n variable with the multiplexer that has n minus 1 selection inputs are this much. In this, first we make an implementation table. In that implementation table, we will choose the output f for which it is equals to 0 or 1 or z or z bar, and according to that we will select the input lines. We will give the input. Now, let's take an example. If I am having a 4 input function and we need to implement it with a multiplexer, then what we will do? We will mark them, means for 1, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. it is 1. So we will mark them accordingly. For these it is 1. For 1 it is 1. For 3 it is 1. Accordingly F is marked. And after pairing it, we will generate the outputs at D, D bar, 0 or 1. So it is shown in figure. So in this way, we can implement any input function with a multiplexer. So this is all about for today. In the coming section, we will discuss more. For today, thank you.